Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to just do a short video on something that I found really useful. Some of you all might have already thought of doing this because it's like something that I'm like, why didn't I think of this earlier? But yeah, so I was struggling because I was labeling my kids' workbooks as I have multiple kids doing like the same levels of spelling because like I said, I've had some struggling readers, so some of the kids are like had to start spelling a little later, so I have a lot of kids that are doing one particular level of spelling. But I usually just like would take a marker and like write their names on their workbooks since they're using like the same workbooks. Plus our spelling curriculum, they look really similar, especially on the spine. So I was writing their names on their book with just like a marker and it was wearing off. So by the end of the year, so it was like getting hard to tell whose workbook was whose. And with our spelling last year, I was having difficulty. Usually I just like rip out the pages and then we just like save some of them for our records. But I don't think there's perforations in the workbook, so it might just be easier for them to write in the workbook and not rip them out at all. So, yeah, so they need their workbooks with their names on them if I'm going to do it that way. And marker just doesn't last, and I don't want people getting confused at whose is whose. And it's just easier if it's on the cover than having to open the book and look in it. It's just easier for everyone just to grab their book. So anyway, I originally brought this so that I could label our homeschool shelves, label maker. It wasn't super expensive or anything. So I originally bought it so I could label our homeschool shelves because we have like a bunch of different grade levels and I keep stuff for like younger kids. So I originally bought it so I could label homeschool shelves. Never did that, never got around to it, but I have been using this for like other things like, you know, I eat healthy, so I have containers that have some of my healthy ingredients stored in them and I've labeled that. But yeah, it comes in handy. Like even if you don't use the label maker for school, there's plenty of other things you could use it for. And I took way too long to buy one and now I love it. But anyway, I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you my dilemma, why the books look kind of similar, even between different levels, and just why I'm labeling them. So I'll be back in just 1 second. Okay, so here's the dilemma. As you can see, they're basically just color coded. A is yellow or like a golden color, and D is blue. And so on the side, they look almost the same. So here's A, and it says a reason for spelling, level A in gold. And then level D just looks like that, but level D with the blue. So they're kind of similar, and if I feel like if my kids aren't paying attention, they might just grab one. And especially with multiple kids, like I said, multiple kids on one level. Like I think I have 6 on level D. They might grab the wrong book. So I decided to make some labels, and I'm going to see if I can do this with one hand. So, let's see. So for my A and D kids are Micaiah and Phineas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the label and stick it on the side of their book so that they can easily see their name on there. So yeah, I'm going to see if I can do this one-handed. If not, then I might have to like pause and then show you just the finished product. All right, so I just went ahead and labeled all of them while I was at it. So here's my 2 level A's. These are my Irish twins, Micaiah and Phineas. And now it's like nice and like looks nice and neat on there with those labels. And I might put a label on the front. I'm undecided yet, just so that like if they grab it real quick, they can confirm, oh yeah, this is mine. Or if they like leave the table and someone moves their stuff, they know whose is whose without having to turn it over to the side, because that does happen. They do like to take each other's spots if one of them moves. So And then I went ahead and labeled all of these. Unfortunately, level D is a little thinner than level A, so the label was like a little too big on the top and bottom. Well, and so I just had to like fold it over, but this one, I didn't realize it until I had it on there all centerized, so it's not wanting to fold over. But yeah, so all of them are labeled. It's going to look nice and neat on the bookshelf this way, and they'll all be able to find theirs. So yeah, like I said, I might put their names on the front as well. But yeah, I think this is a good, easy way to stay organized and will be helpful this year. I'm surprised I didn't think of it sooner. Maybe because I didn't think of it, others of you haven't either. So I know it seems like such a basic thing, and yeah, I am trying. I was never really organized as a teenager, and as an adult, I have learned that I need to be more organized. I'm much more of a neat freak than I was. I used to like have such a messy room growing up, but now that I homeschool and try to keep a household that's running smoothly, I just need to find ways to simplify things and keep things organized, and I think this is one easy way to make our homeschool shelf look more organized. I plan on releasing a video later on to show how I organize the binders that we use, and yeah, because we do use binders for the loose worksheets, and also how our homeschool shelf looks, and how I organize that for the school year. So yeah, I hope some of you all found this video helpful, and that is going to do it for me today, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye!